Awesome, Karena. So
Yeah.
welcome. And
Thank you.
so, yeah, you were mentioning firstly that you'd written out your meta story, which is brilliant because that's what we talked about last week, an important part of the process, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Good.
So I did that and that was
Good.
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then I was saying, so I made this ad last weekend, and it's a long format. It's about 5 minutes, and I didn't really think too much about the platform I was making it for. I just made an ad, and then I put it on Facebook, and it's not getting any more than 3-second views, and it's definitely like a YouTube style ad, and so I'm in this funny place where I'm like, I have this thing where I've gotten really good feedback on it. Do I just pop across and just chuck it up there and start in YouTube? I don't know. So I'm in this weird place because I'm like, yep, Facebook, I'm doing that. And now I'm just like, oh.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Well, like we've been advised, like, don't try and do 2 platforms at once. Like, get used to one platform and all that. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe my style is better for YouTube. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree.
So can I just some recommendation for you firstly would be to watch the Stuart Ross Mastermind Black Hangout that happened only a few days ago. I think it was Friday night, Saturday morning, Australian time.
Okay.
You are going to get so much incredible value out of that. Now, I don't think they've posted the recording yet for that. And it was incredible about video and how to structure it. And Stu literally recorded a video advert that very day. And you could tell because he was in the same clothes, the same gear as what he was in that video, in the same location. So it was very authentic, very real. And I think everyone loved it because what he did was he showed us the unedited version of that video and the structure and exactly what you need to include in that video. Now, one of the questions was about time. And people were under this impression that it needs to be, I think, 1 minute or something for Facebook at the most, or maybe 2 minutes. Yeah. And his response to that was he doesn't really take that on board. He doesn't set that limitation for himself. So the video that he did that day was 7.5 minutes. And so it was such a relief to me because I'd done one that very day, the same day, and I think it was just under 8 minutes. Yeah. And so and he's basically saying for him to connect and get that message out there, he feels that it needs to be, 5 minutes, whatever it takes to get that message out there. So maybe what you're thinking about, your intuition's telling you about your style of video is complementary to that YouTube platform. Maybe that is the case, but a valuable thing to watch when it gets posted.
Okay, good. I might hassle the office and see when that's going to happen. So
Awesome. That'd be great.
The other thing, Karena, is have you got captions on that video?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. What
I've
about
got an SRT file for Facebook?
Yeah.
So I've got captions.
Yeah, great. That's awesome. So
how long did you run it for?
I ran it for 3 days, and it was just like chewing up money, and nothing was happening, and it freaked me out. I'm like, turn it off.
Okay.
They weren't, and Alex, I've spoken to Alex about it, and as you know, there's a lot of distraction on Facebook. It's easy to scroll to the next thing, and also it doesn't really have a what do you call it? A
call to action.
Interrupt. It doesn't have a pattern interrupt.
Oh, okay. Right.
And I wanted to do a text style like Alex's ad, but you can't do that on Facebook because of the issue with compliance around the text on the screen.
Yeah.
So so I don't know. I guess. And then I was like, oh, do I just because I've got this asset sitting here now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should I just invest a bit of time just getting my YouTube set up and then whacking it on there to get to see how it tracks there as a comparison. And maybe that's my style is more that. Yeah. It's hard. I'm not sure. I guess I'm just it's good to talk it out because
it is definitely
it is. It is. Yeah. I think now you're part of Black. I spent 2 weeks on top of doing our daily action steps. I spent 2 weeks immersed in the Black Hangout area with Stu and Jay Kubasek. That was before I hit Phoenix. It was the most profound learning because I like the big picture visionary stuff. However, what they talk about so much is marketing. Now, there are 3 or 4 particular Black Hangouts with Stu and Jay. The one that's incredibly valuable as well is the one done by Jay Kubasek, and it's the earliest one. And what happens is Jay, Stu, and Justin, all 3 get on that phone call and they talk about, and I think we had this conversation in Phoenix about the different types of markets, the cold, the warm, and the hot markets. We had conversations around that. Very valuable to listen to get clear about your target market avatar. And it's going to inspire you, if anything. It's not our role, I think, to get on this call and say, I think you should do this.
Yeah.
I think that by seeking the inspiration, what happens inside is you get the answers. You really do achieve those answers by listening to certain material that's going to inspire things in you. And I think if anything, at a Black level, if you listen to those hangouts, you're going to be completely inspired and you will know your direction by those conversations.
Okay. That's great.
So that's another place to spend your time,
Is that that's in the library?
And then you're going to know. Yeah. And it's actually Facebook. I've got them as a saved link.
Reach out to Jan Shard.
Dan Shard has set up a mastermind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're saved. I'm in the Black DA group now, so it's
Dan
saved.
Shard. DAN. Do you know?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
So he can send me the links.
Yeah, Dan Shard.
Yeah. Or he'll point you to where he saved it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. Great.
And then put it on your saved. And then I was literally immersed in the mornings in these, and I listened to that one particular one like 3 or 4 times. The inspiration for me that came out of that was empowering. You're going to really know at that stage, YouTube or Facebook, It's just going to come from this inner inspiration and you'll get fired up.
Yeah, because I don't, there's a tendency to go to people to tell you what to do, and I don't want to do that. I want it to come from me.
Yeah.
And I still feel like now I'm in this position where I've made this thing. I need more information because I feel like I can't make a decision yet. And so I'll do that. That's really helpful.
Yeah,
cool.
It is, and listen to that one in particular, and the inspiration will start to bubble up like it did with me. And I'm getting goosebumps right now.
Awesome.
So it is the right message for you right now.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that because I don't think it's good to people can't tell you what to do. That everyone's on their own journey, so it's literally like you can only point them towards something.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm busting at the seams to say to you.
Go do it.
I don't know what side Chris is on. She's on that side for me there. I'm pointing. So I'm busting. The inspiration's got to come from you. And when you get that inspired thought, the inspired action will immediately follow because it did with me. And then, you'll get it. And I think this other call, once you get that recording, is going to be another incredibly valuable call for you now.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. That's good. Okay, I'll dig those up.
Awesome.
Okay, good.
Good.
A question, sorry, it's probably in the trainings, but I'll ask you quickly. If I do migrate over to YouTube, so I know you guys have 2 sites. You've got one that's Google, the YouTube compliant site.
Yep.
Now, you have to host your videos on there, is that correct? Google?
For
host your 7-day series?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's it doesn't need as many blogs, is that right?
That's right. We don't once we've got that Google compliant, the only thing that we've added is our 7-day video series. We put a couple of blogs on there, but that's just kind of like we were playing with it a little bit. So we've mirrored our site onto another domain, and that's where all our blogs are.
Are you through WordPress? Like you're using Divi or
Divi?
So how did you mirror that? Did you just duplicate the?
I just opened up the domain, like logged in, and all I had 2 tabs open, and I just copied and paste from one to another. Yep. That's all I did. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. Nice. That's good to know.
So that's that leadyourlifestyle.com, Karena, is the other blogging. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I've been checking out your guys' stuff, so
yeah.
Stalker.
Stalker, you've got the handful of people that you're stalking, right?
That's right, we have, for sure.
What are they doing?
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
How else would you get through any of this?
That's right, exactly.
That's very true. Those early days for us, it was the lifestyle team.
Yeah. Greg and Fiona and Christian and Martin. We did those 3. We stalked those 3.
I did.
That's very funny. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? What leaders do.
Totally. Why are you going to try and reinvent the wheel for?
Yeah,
it's already hard enough putting a website together.
Yes.
Exactly. So this is sounding very exciting for you.
Yeah.
It's sounding like this is could be the next pathway.
And it's funny because I do have a genuine interest. Like I actually would like to do Facebook. Like I'm on that platform all the time. I like the platform, and I have a genuine, and I want to help my brother and my brother-in-law and my sister get their business cranking on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I've got that as well going on for me, where I'm like, I want to learn it, but then I'm like, well, I work full time. I'm by myself doing this. I need leads. Like I need leads coming through. Is my style better for YouTube in the beginning to get this cranking, and then I can migrate over to Facebook when I'm a bit more solid with the leads coming in? Because it's like a dribble at the moment, and I'm just like, I don't know.
It's hard because I think we made a choice early on to say, well, let's do the hardest one first and then transition over. So we, obviously chose YouTube first. And it was just the right timing for us, that's all.
Yeah. What makes it the hardest one?
Because of the compliance issues. And it's quite involved. Like there's different types of ads. There's the in-stream, there's keywords, and they're all different ways of setting up campaigns. So, I mean,
how long, Chris, did it take you to do a Google compliant website? Realistically, how long do you think it could take with the learning, the training, education, everything that we have access to? How long?
I think around 3 months, to be honest, because you're going backwards and forwards. You think you've got it right, and then you go to Google and they go, and then you're back on what, where it could be not right, and then you go back to them again and they go, and
so when you go to upload, how do you contact them? So you're like sending them your URL just to check in, is that part of a step? Or
I think that we built the website, and then we put a campaign together and it didn't get approved. And then you have an avenue to contact them, and then they will look at it, and you can actually ring and phone and speak to someone, which is fantastic. You can't do that on Facebook, you know.
No.
And they're so polite, and they take their time, and they really do want to help you.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I thought my site was Google compliant. Maybe Google will tell me it's not, but I definitely need to build that new one for YouTube platform if when I make that decision. That's great.
Awesome.
Well, I'm really conscious that you've got to get going, so
that's all right. How's your meta story going?
It's good. Do you want to hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to
Are
share.
you willing to share? Is that okay to share on this? You good?
Yeah, let's
go.
Okay.
Good.
So I wake up from my refreshing sleep in my gorgeous hotel room. I'm lying in the big comfortable king bed and take 3 deep breaths. I have such a wonderful feeling of stability and connection to my own heart. I roll out of bed, step across the plush carpet and draw back the sheer white curtains. Over the beautiful lush grass and tropical flowers, I gaze at the spectacular ocean. Heading out to the balcony, I can smell the refreshing salt air. I feel curious as to what the day will bring, and smile as I think about the day trip I will make with my fabulous friends to explore the beautiful surrounds. I love being able to get to this place a few days earlier to explore and relax. I feel so free. I sit at the table outside and do my morning ritual of appreciation and visualization. A beautiful breakfast is delivered by the loveliest smiling lady. She sets it in front of me. I say thank you, and she makes a joke about the scenery, and we laugh and giggle. I flip open my iPad to see a new notification, and to my joy, I have 3 new members and 1 black member. My heart swells as I record a special message for all of them and send it to them via email. I feel such appreciation for myself. I've transformed my life and the lives of others. I truly feel such a deep sense of love for myself, the planet, and for every single event that has led me to this point. I turn my head to see my gorgeous teal dress hanging in the bathroom. I feel such an excitement to be able to speak at this event and share my perspective with others. I smile as I close my eyes and imagine the stability and clarity I will embody on stage as I speak. I relax with the acknowledgement and peace that I am living my gifts for the benefit of all hearts on this planet.
Oh my God, I'm tingling from head to foot. That's incredible.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
And you know what? Visually, I can completely see that for you.
Yeah, totally.
Visually, totally see you doing that. The teal dress.
Yeah.
I'll remember that. that. That's very cool.
That's awesome, Karena.
So that is ongoing now for you. That's an ongoing process for you. So reading it and rewriting that is the process, and getting into that feeling place of that meta story. That's just awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Thanks for listening.
A gift. Yeah, it's a gift. Thank you. So we better head off because it's 9:25, 9:26. So look, lovely. Book in again, Karena, and we'll absolutely connect again for sure, because progression.
Yeah, this important. Is great.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.